Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on cooperative multiplayer with Daggerwin. Just getting the planter on because we can now finally get on with the planting. We did a bit of drilling last episode of the oats, but now we can do planting, so that is excellent news. What we do need though is fertiliser for the planter because there is no fertiliser in this. Although having said that, if we do soybeans first, we don't actually need any fertiliser, so that would be good. So yes, which field shall we go and plant with soybeans? If we do sorghum or anything else, we do need fertiliser, but at the moment I actually don't need any, so that's good. Might as well start with the one right here. Makes sense. Not too far to go. I'll get unfolded and we'll make a start straight away on planting this field with the soybeans. I will set up my steering. 2 laps of the headlands. I don't want to go that way though, I want to go up and down the field. Seems more efficient than going across the field. I want to be more in that direction. Not automatic. Something like that would be good, I think. That's about right. 160 degrees. Okay, so I'll start up and we'll get going straight away, getting this field planted with soybeans. So yeah, this is my point about soybeans being quite a good crop to grow, is that they don't need really any inputs at all. A little bit of herbicide when the weeds come through maybe, but apart from that, that's about it. No fertiliser at all is needed. Yeah, it seems like a good crop to grow. It doesn't show up on the minimap, but it wouldn't be putting any on because it says that they don't need any fertiliser, so yeah, that's why it's not showing. I think if I had a bit of fertiliser in the tank it probably would show up, but it would still not put any fertiliser actually on the field because it just isn't needed for that crop. So yeah, I'll just get it planted. It should say, I'll just jump out in a second when I get this bend turned, and I'll just show you what it says on the field to see if it actually does need any or not. So behind where it's being drilled, nitrogen perfect. You see, so yeah, there you go. It doesn't need any. So that's good to know. Right. Okay. So I will continue now planting this one with soybeans. I'm not sure what Daggerwin's doing at the moment. He's just gone off over there. Oh, he's working in the new field. I think he's probably doing soil samples or something of that field. This is a new field that he created last episode when I was doing something else. I think when I was working in this field. He also did that one. So yeah, we've got quite a few smaller, more interesting shaped fields now, as well as the really big, profitable fields. Because yeah, this is obviously for making lots of money. You want big, easy fields to work on like this. But yeah, for a bit of interest, it's nice to have a few smaller fields as well, just to add a bit of variety. So you can actually see it through the trees there. That is our new field, one of them. So yeah, you wouldn't even really think that you could get a field in there, but he's managed to clear quite a big area to get a field of a sort of reasonable size in there. Yeah. Okay, good job he's left the track though. Yeah, I wanted the track leaving there because otherwise you struggle to get through. When all the fields are planted, you can't really get through anywhere. But yeah, anyway, yes, I'll continue now on a time lapse and get the rest of this field planted with soybeans. There we go, that is the field completed, so we'll move on to the next one now. I'll probably get the helper to do the next one though, because I've noticed there's some spraying to be done, so I'll probably try and do the spraying now. I'll do this next one as soybeans as well, just because there is no fertiliser in the drill, and I don't really want to drive all the way to the shop to go and pick fertiliser up, so I think it would be the more cost effective thing to do would be to get some more soybeans drilled. We're going to have a nice supply of soybeans to sell in the spring next year, that's for sure. We have got some to sell in June this year, in a few months' time, 2 months. Not as much as will be next year though, because yeah, there's going to be quite a lot more grown if we do these 2 big fields with soybeans. So yeah, that is the plan. So this is the new field. I think we'll probably do that one as either sorghum or maybe something different completely. But for the time being, I'll just focus on the 2 big profitable fields, which is this one coming through here. And I'll get the helper going on this one straight away, and I'll try and do some spraying in the meantime. Should be the John Deere tractor should be able to pull the sprayer or the case, one of the 2. Should be fine. Ah, fertiliser cost. Okay, so somebody's bought some fertiliser, not me. I'm guessing that's Daggerwin. But we won't need it for this field if we get the... oh, what's this field? Is this... oh, it's the right one. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, if we do this one as soybeans as well, we won't need it anyway. Yes, this it's thrown me because the angle's not right. It's because it's not an automatic. There we go. So for this one, automatic is the best way to go. Right, okay, so I will just get the helper to go straight away on this one. Oh, no, not on that though. We want to be on AI worker. There we go. And that will go and start drilling this one with soybeans. I might come back to this, or maybe even do some rolling if Daggerwin wants to take over on the drill, on the planter, but for now I am going to get on this tractor, and we're going to get on the sprayer, which is hopefully in the yard. Oh, the roller's on the helper now. So what's Daggerwin doing? And is he... oh, he's probably... oh, I see, yeah, I know, he's probably got the sprayer. Typical. Yes, that's thrown my plans out the window then. Never mind, I can do the rolling. I was trying to do a bit of different stuff. I thought Daggerwin was rolling, but he seems to have just stopped, which is a shame. I can't get rid of this pallet now. Get off. It is annoying when they get stuck to your pallet forks. There we go. Right, so I can't do the spraying. We have got a fertiliser spreader, but it's only a tiny one. Oh, actually, well, there's the yellow one there. But if yeah, Daggerwin, I'm guessing he's on the sprayer. Yeah, he is. I can't see the sprayer, so oh dear. Never mind. So Daggerwin's going to do the spraying. I was going to do the herbicide, but I'm guessing he's doing the fertiliser on these 2. If we go to this pH, doesn't look brilliant in these fields. What's it actually like? Just out of interest. It's okay. Right, well then in that case they should probably be spread with some lime. It isn't too late. I can do lime spreading. So the yellow spreader there is the lime spreader, so we can use that. So what I'll do then is I'll drop the rear weight off and go and put the spreader on and do some lime spreading, and that's probably the best thing, because yeah, I didn't realise actually the fields were so bad for lime. I thought we'd done that quite recently, but obviously it does need doing again. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. Let's go and get that spreader on. I haven't actually used it for a long time, if ever, actually, on this series, so yeah, it's something a bit different, although it's not the best. It would be nice to have a slightly bigger one, but I think at the moment we can't afford that really. I'm guessing it'll be empty. Oh, there's a little bit in there, but not much. So yeah, we need to get some more lime then. I'll head to the shop and go and purchase some more lime. Shame we don't have a silo for the lime really, but we don't at the moment. So yeah, I'll go and get some lime bought from the shop and get those fields spread with lime. Okay, so this is going to take quite a long time with this spreader. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all the fields done. I have remembered though there are these two next to, well, not too far from the shop, which also need to be done. So I've started with these and then realised just how, this is a small field really compared with some of them. Yeah, it's going to take a while with this spreader, so I'm a bit concerned about that. I don't think we're going to be able to get it all done this year. It's just going to be, well, more than anything, it's just going to be boring to watch, just doing loads of live spreading. So yeah, we need to save up for a bigger spreader at some point as well, if and when one comes into the use sale, of course. But yeah, it's difficult. The money is the biggest problem, really. Not so much that they're not in the sale, really, because we have no money at all to be able to afford to buy anything. We did have until we bought more land. So maybe, yeah, looking back, probably we shouldn't have invested in the land yet. We should probably have saved up more for machinery. But you can't win really, because if we'd done that, we'd probably wish we had more land. So at least we have the land now. We don't need to expand any more land for a long time. The priority now, I think, is to buy upgraded machinery, because the stuff we've got, some of it anyway, some of it's okay. The quad tracks are good, and the seed drill and the planter are good. But the roller's a little bit on the small side, and this is definitely too small. And maybe a self-propelled spray would be nice as well, but yeah, it all costs a lot of money. So I think the chances of getting any sugarcane in the ground this year are pretty slim. But what I did suggest to Daggerwin earlier on the chat was that we should probably get some animals, because we haven't had any animals yet on this series, and I would like to get some. Daggerwin, I suggested sheep, goats, or cows to Daggerwin. Daggerwin thought goats might be the best things to start with, so we would need a grass field to be able to feed them, but yeah, that would be quite a good, relatively low input investment. Obviously the shed would be quite expensive, but once that's built and the pen, it's not really too expensive to get goats going, and the goat's milk is worth quite a lot, so if we had enough goats we could probably make quite a bit of money there all through the year as well, not just at certain times of the year. We'd be having it as a constant income through the year, which would be quite nice. So yeah, I think goats might be the thing we aim for next, rather than sugarcane, because I think that might be a little bit too far off at the moment at this stage. Daggerwin doesn't know what I'm doing for some reason, even though I told him I was spreading earlier on, but never mind, I'll just tell him. Okay, I've told him I'm doing some lime spreading. He said he'd take over for a bit, because I've been doing this a while now, so I'll tab away from that. We'll go and do some spraying. So he's on herbicide spraying. So yeah, that'll be good. That's what I was going to do in the first place, so that's good. I will get this done now. Which field are we in? We're in the middle one here. Okay, so is this the second one, or has he just done one so far? Let's check on the... no, this is the first one, so we've got the one on the hillside to do as well. Yep, so there's more lime at the shop, so we're not going to run out of that for a bit. He's going to find that very slow though. I know I was, so... yes, I think if there's a lime spreader in the sale anytime and we can afford it, I think that would be a good purchase to make. But of course I would also like to be able to get some goats as well. So the place I thought for building the goats pen was on the bit I mentioned last episode. We own a bit of land here near the new yard. It's difficult to see on the map, but yeah, we extended the yard this way and we actually own the land this side of the road. It's big enough for a goat enclosure there, so I thought that was a good place to put the goats in the future. Oh, more messages. Yep, I know that. I just saw that, but yep, that's good. So yeah, we're going to spray that one up on the hillside after we finish this one. So I'll get on with this now on a time lapse again, and come back to you when we're done with the spraying. Okay, so that's the spraying of the herbicide done. I think Daggerwin has already done the fertiliser for those 2 fields. Let's just check that though, so I'm not 100% sure. He's moved on to that field doing the soybeans as well, so we're going to have 3 fields of soybeans. I think maybe the fields down here shouldn't be soybeans and they should probably be something else. I think that's going to be more than enough for the time being. But yeah, let's just check the nitrogen. Yes, I think they have been done. I will just confirm that though. I'll visit the area and see what it says on the bottom right hand side of the screen where it pops up there. pH is bad, yeah, that's because we didn't do the lime on these fields. I didn't realise it was so bad actually. Should have checked that. That's really gone down fast. It's probably to do with the soil type. Oh, it's not too bad at this end. It's okay at this end, but yeah, nitrogen's perfect, so that's been done, that's good. So the sprayer can go away. We do have that little tiny spreader, which I think could probably be sold now because it's just tiny, it's just far too small for this farm. So I would say that would probably be a good idea to sell that, if I can get the sprayer in here. It's a steering axle on the sprayer, which always makes it a bit tricky to reverse sometimes, but let's get that in there, and I'll probably sell that little tiny spreader. Don't think there's anything in it. No, it's empty, good. Okay, so I'll sell that. I also check the use sale again, of course, just to make sure there's nothing good, which there probably is. There's that tractor there, it's pretty good, but yeah, I think we're okay for tractors at the moment. It's more implements now, machinery that goes on the back that's the concern. If we do get some goats, we'll need a mower and a grass field, of course, but yeah, that's probably quite a long way down the line at the moment. Okay, let's check the used, not the used, sorry, so let's check the current machines we've got, and I'll get that little spreader sold. There it is. It's not worth an awful lot, but I'll get that sold. Just not going to be needed again, I don't think. So that helps a bit with the money, but not a lot. Okay, we'll drop the sprayer off for now, although probably will need it again next time for these fields when they germinate for the herbicide. So yeah, Daggerwin is planting that one, so I'm going to go over to the roller now, which I'm guessing is not too far from being finished. Yeah, I'll stop that and I will continue the rolling of this field, which is almost done. It's just the headland really that he's doing, and then move on to the one that Daggerwin is currently in, which also needs to be rolled, so there's quite a lot to do. Is it going to take all this in one go? No, it's not. I'll put the steering assistance on again. It's going to be 2 passes, I think, around the edge, which is a bit annoying, but never mind, we'll have to get that done. And then, yeah, move on to the final field that Daggerwin's currently in at the moment. Right, so that's that field all rolled and ready to move on to the next one. Daggerwin said we'll probably continue next time though, because we've been going quite a long time today and it's just a lot of the same thing really, just going over all the fields, getting everything done, but with the implements that really aren't quite big enough. Could do with some slightly wider stuff, but all in good time. When the money is available, we'll try and get some bigger stuff. Anyway, I'll finish off by just getting this started on a helper, I think, and getting that going in this field. If it can do it. This is a bit of a funny field though for the helper. I'm not sure quite how it's going to manage it. But if it doesn't do it, I can always continue next time. It's not really a problem. Let's just see what it does for a start. I should think it would be more efficient if I did it myself, but yeah. I'll leave it on the helper just for the time being. It's not going to do much, I don't think, but next time we'll come back and see how it got on. Yeah, it's a bad field this for a helper to do. Anyway, Daggerwin's here. He's finished, I think. So yeah, we'll finish off by looking at quickly look at the map, see what we've done. So 3 fields of sorghum, soybeans, 3 fields of soybeans, 2 fields of oats, 1 field of canola, and then down here we're going to do some sorghum, I think. This one and this one probably will go sorghum. So yeah, quite a lot of soybeans this year, but that's good because they sell for a lot in the spring, or in the summer, really June, when the price is at its best, which will be not long at all now for the current crop that we've got in storage. 34,000 litres to be sold in June. That's £3,500 1,000 litres. So yeah, big increase coming very soon, and that's going to really help with the finances. That's when we can start to think about maybe getting some animals and upgrading some of the equipment. Anyway, yes, we're going to leave it there for today. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.